mitochondria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now recreate. You simply do not wish to see that happen. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be able to...
Oh, no.
What are you... What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh?
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where he is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything, even though my eyes are... What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little...
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she...
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been... I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something...
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have God-tier powers.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse is required to wield the authority over time as I wish. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century...
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much since...
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could not empathize. Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, it is ordinary humans that account for most. Their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them? How long will it be before they start to treat you like...
Alien?
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will, and not once have the powers that be ever... You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.
I've entered the past 3 times at this point, but I still have... For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what did... So far, the common thread linking all 3... But it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar. I'll keep this question in mind.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry.
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall and I sensed an abnormal Kuvaki, and right after that came an ominous power emanating from stars.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection, but how would I do it? What can...
Traveler, behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it. He's using the Kuvaki shield, like I taught him. Is he going to use it to block the cannons? He's strong. I'm sure he can manage. But the force released when the beam impacts the shield... Easy Island. The Frost Moon Scions will be exposed to lethal...
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked.
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me.
Siki Sato Pasa Sax, Niti Ipotovtos.
There's no time.
Osestikos Paratin Piram to Risui.
I have to make it. Oh, Frost Moon. Oh, great land. Oh, slumbering moonlight of... If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more! Did it work?
Hey, wake up. Hey, did you hear me? Columbina,
Oh, good morning, Sen.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room next time?
But I feel so... And your coffee, right? It's so bitter.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence than the Fatui.
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today, so I made a bat. Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I can... Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon goddess?
These are so...
Of course they are.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. I'm sure their food was awful.
Well, life there didn't go quite how I imagined.
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna make... Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink.
Well, would you help other people? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic.
The Lord Artificer. Ugh, some people can't keep their mouths shut.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have something to do with the...
Narcissenkreuz Ordo.
Yes, that was it. Narcissenkreuz Ordo. So...
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me. I don't even know them.
Exactly. Well, I felt the same way.
What do you know? We're on the same page for once. In his later years, Alan did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own. Well, I don't. And I'm not in any mood.
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is... Let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me or fear me. But just, I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Did I? Of course. I dreamed of events from my Sandrone. Traveler, I miss you all so back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. Time is flowing backwards here. And I can use that familiar power to enter the world of that mystery ally everyone talked about. I can sense that there isn't much more power what lies at the end of all of this. And will I ever It's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the Abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The Final Night Cemetery. This is where Flint's is.
Or not? How are we supposed?
Difficult, yes. But it is.
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, I remember. Was this my doing too?
To expose the true intentions of this Rari.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one if I choose not to help them now?
Hope we don't land on our head.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Ghost!
And the other one was... here.
Hey! Another file's moving!
That should do it. Luanatar? You can sense my wait! Luanatar. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there but why Luanatar? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? If so, that's... I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void, stretching out into infinite. This is likely my final chance to enter the path. It's now or never. I have to Hisi Island? Where's Luanatar?
Seeing Enefa and Aino reunite.
Traveler. No. Stay calm. I don't have much power left to change things. I don't even have to think, Columbina. How do I find a way back? Do I go back to Moon Prayer Night? And if I return in my current state? Dottore's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of two. Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight against him when I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right into his hands. I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flow. Does that mean? I think I know what the final I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live.
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends? Should I write it down here? No. Someone else. I need something with a close connection to me. Now it makes sense.
Some sort of breeze blew by.
It was I who brought Luanatar into being. I gave up a piece of my own. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this space. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered. Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there! What's your name?
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Luanatar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize the soul hidden within you. Back then, I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become Columbina Hyposelenia.
Go on now. We've got stuff to do.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the traveler's side, guide him, and help. Oh, and bring him to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove. Go on. You too. Go. As for mine must go.
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? You could believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? But why would you offer—
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred spirits. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. The same dilemma that Rerir once faced. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit? Rerir did.
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are unwilling to compromise on. Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time.
I really doubt I could live that sort of...
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs of the time. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hat Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Now we're even. Distracting Dottore was tough. I won't lie. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one I never wanted to. Dottore doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
So Dottore doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, okay? And I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dottore are equally important goals. Everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you live to fight another day.
How are you holding up? Are you all right? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving.
You don't look injured. All right. Rescue operate. There's a lot more work to be done before this.
Understood. I will bear the Tsaritsa. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him. I'm not
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
quite promising, actually. That alchemist remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazissenkreuz Institute. René de Petrichor and Jakob in Alain Guillotin despised René's theories and methods. But
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and René were mortal enemies.
And what would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's, Mike, once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happened.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
worry.
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever...
It's a laugh.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness! Paimon missed you so much!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Oh, Paimon's been having nightmares the whole time you were...
Look at them. You know, once you reach my age...
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Aino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy. Come here.
What? Ew, no! No, thank you.
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottore.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself to be equal to the gods.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too.
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
a place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific...
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the The question is, where does that path lead?
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure love quietly sneaking in, Mick.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular...
What about the original moons and the moon goddess?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the Dragon King Nibelung who raised the 3 moons into the heavens, and they were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being.
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. They can just materialize out of thin air. Is that the ray here of Solnari? I can't believe he survived. How did he do it?
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need. I'm not
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah. Honestly, so the way you used my own power against me was... It was a brilliance. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so long ago when I first got here. I was filled with how I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here apart. I was consumed by the desire, but to no avail. This is a place This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of the first, I was torn to shreds the moment I entered. But this time I survived. It must be partly because of this new body. And
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy everything. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun.
Tried to. So,
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became silent for
what do you mean?
the voices in my head. And then I saw her.
Her?
Thalindis. My former lover.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thalindis leaping into the moon's reflection.
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. I'm sure the real her is long gone. She was just an ordinary Conrian. She couldn't have... Anyway, why have you come here?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate, my friends would have been in
No.
What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for power in his voice.
Do you mean...
Dottore. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also that he could resurrect me. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by...
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my week...
Moon Goddess,
What?
I know this is a lot to ask. Especially from someone who tried... But this is the only thing I desire now.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thalindis for me.
Thalindis?
Yes, she's dead. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here. Far ahead.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you can. All I can see is a glimpse of her walking away. Just like the... In return, I will clear these abyssal obstacles. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you, whether you want to help me or not. Yeah. Why? I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I think I grew tired of it long ago.
What do you wish to tell?
All of it. My past.
Is it okay if I give her... Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us.
Love demands honesty. We hid too much from each other. There. The Abyss will no longer stand in...
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you as a friend. He said that you betrayed him, but he also felt great remorse at never having understood what you were truly going...
Why? Tell me.
Because...
Thank you. I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... Don't die, Moon Goddess. I can tell that...
He kept his word. The Abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? She wasn't far. Hello, Miss Delindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You can call me Columbina.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's...
better than he was, huh?
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before they got better.
Are you sure you wished?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. On some level, everything he did was to try and find a way to see you again. But in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. He wanted to apologize for hiding his past from you. Beyond that, he did not say specifically what it was he wished to convey to you, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what has kept him going over all these years.
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina. This is so upsetting. I'm not sure how to put my feelings into words.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's everything from me. So, I guess I'll be...
Wait. One moment. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further and further into the past.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far. Wait, unless... Are you one of the moon goddesses?
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, why haven't I reached the terminus? Where am I even going? And it's not just me, it's this whole place. Wherever it is, it seems like it's existed forever. It's such a mystery. Where is it going? I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet I jumped right in here without thinking back. I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror. I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conrad. Rerir was one of the Vinster King's retainers. With me, I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day. It was only after meeting the princess that the Vinster King started. I couldn't kill the Vinster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rerir. That's why I wanted to go back. To kill the person who had brought new possibilities. I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the Abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. I know I'm never getting out of here, but you're different.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I believe they carry you. I can share what I've learned and help you. I think you just might. Also, I've been speculating about where this phase ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, the oldest one, I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it's true, you might be able to.
Understood.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. About Rerir,
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other. Neither of us ever told the truth. But enough about that. I wish. And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rerir? You're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all eternity. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right, little? Have you come from the distant future?
So, how exactly did the moons just...
The world is a vast and ancient place.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished.
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the stories say that the moon...
Huh, you're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the difference between the...
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons. In other words...
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected and positively In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know how Miss Columbina is doing right.
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive.
But at least she's trying her best to get back.
Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore, as much as it pains me to say it. We've got no chance of beating that maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify
So... she's more...
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang!
Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem is, I've run out of computing power.
Computing power? You mean, you need more energy?
No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's so much data to get through that the—
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't know how he did it. My guess is that he used it. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. And to top it all off, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this. Well,
oh, what do we do then? How about we grab a bite to eat and take a break?
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to calculate the fate of an entire— and I need accurate results, not big ahem. Anyway.
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah,
Things aren't looking good for Notcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru— From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess he's in no rush to make it happen. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's ideas haven't changed one bit. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority in the desert of Sumeru. There is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar, but creating games and setting rules. Gods do that. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. Either way, Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will the Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep— So on the bright side, even if Notcry is doomed, you're—
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on—
There's a word for people who are—
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a—
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born— I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail, or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me. I guess the Fatui attracts people who don't believe in saviors.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal, I think you might feel a little worried too.
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent deity. That's gotta— Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously, I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So, I am going to destroy Dottore.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First,
just like Paimon said,
how much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think carefully.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. If nothing, I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some thoughts about her computing. It can be solved, but it will—
How much? If I can afford it.
Sometimes your heroism really backs me. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Feel this.
Miss Androne, Traveler,
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their thing.
That was fast. The call only...
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions.
I see. Looks like my knowledge... If I might ask, what is the end goal for the...
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething...
I see. I'll have a look at it.
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong. He found the person with...
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go Hat Guy!
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who asked...
Come with me.
Hat Guy? What?
Hat Guy! Can you... No response.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his functions are current. I presume this has something to do with the solution.
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a solution?
Would you calm down? Why do you always...
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so quick to judge complete...
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to...
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself. She recognizes no one's skill.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So, tell me, how...
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information. If it's the world's future you're trying to calculate, you need a processing device.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can... Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But surely we can't just... plug my formula.
You should be able to tell that I'm not human, right?
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient. Very different from Fontaine's. It's a...
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they would have called a puppet. Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans...
You. Do you...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you... It was built using wood from a silver white tree.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely.
I can put two and two together, yes.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before. I cannot guarantee...
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared for...
Did you two actually talk this through? Is he...
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, he trusts me. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. But for whatever reason, he lent me his core. I'm very close to finishing my calculations. This is what the core looks like.
A silver white branch. It certainly matches the legends.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right?
In theory, he should be fine. As long as we put his core back in time. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure...
I think I know why you called us here now.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are...
He will have our undivided...
Aww, Hat Guy.
On a more positive note, things are progressing...
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A quiet death should have been my fate long ago. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed it, but in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara. I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become...
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere.
That's right.